Well, this is actually a good move right here, other than not showing up at the podium here. There we go. What do?
Sorry. Not just an inconvenience, but I'm sorry for the reason.
Well, talking about the houses over at Wisconsin.
To speak to you. I initially was going to talk about the economy. But all of you have been watching what I've been watching. At this hour, our democracy is under an unprecedented assault. Unlike anything we've seen in modern times. An assault on the citadel of liberty, the Capitol itself. An assault on the people's representatives.
I think you've already passed the arrow through is the big part. I mean, you've already kind of served the purpose. No offense. The joke is thank you for the DNA contribution.
Who work.
As far as the ground is concerned about it, trying to hang on to the legacy was not anything that was ever going to happen on the math.
Few times we've ever
That's
seen
what I tell you from Andromeda's Paradox here in the orchard.
On the most sacred of American undertakings.
Chicken farm.
The doing of the people's business.
Well, again, that's what you're going to say. You're going to try to take on the cattle industry because of the thing and the pig farm, and
do not reflect.
There's something to it in the toggle button switch there about doing it and why you ain't graphing the based index to say. I would like to say. In the end of it, to still take on the president directly inside of here.
It's chaos.
It's not the methodology used to do it, but of course, on the other end, if you don't have a proper system of them, you listening to them and adjusting the program to that will, it is also wrong. As I said, thank you for the bones of the structure. It's a 1,000-page infrastructure bill in the pipes. It needs to be hammered out by people individually working it, coming together, and adjusting the bits and byte compression in such a way it wouldn't matter what fuck country you're from.
At their worst.
And you stay behind the chains and rails, differences of states, counties, countries. Those lines are chains and rails. Short Pangea.
I call on President Trump to go on national television now to fulfill his oath and defend the Constitution.
To say what? It wasn't me, it was the SUV?
And demand an end to this
It was Reagan. Fucking Dieselgate.
To storm the Capitol.
Dieselgate did it before somebody come in and was like, well, the EV market with Elon on the board is the way to do this instead of sticking with the fucking oil companies. Or not, or adjusting accordingly before the trip mechanism was you, Tim Cook putting his numbers on EV cars now. Or one of the other ones, which other one's coming in late? On GM putting out or one of those other ones putting out an EV car right now. They were late on the index. The best that they could do is pull on the index for what it does, and that's our front one. But it would give you a base system, but it's not going to beat the competition in the market because you just can't have the Fed car. They have other reasons of them growing up there, and it wasn't the individual sector. Turns into the free radiant energy generating Tesla Tower Power and Uber cars around town. Be the mission. Go check out that shit report on
the work of the next 4 years must be the restoration of democracy, of decency, honor, respect.
Those mean nothing based on the fact of gravity. It's like you being a photon in the office doing things, and the war room requires you to be at an 888 level, no naps, no takeoffs. You solving the problems of Putin on the phone. It's got to be the phone call. No summit meetings, no nothing, just one desk all condensed down to one system where we can see you do your job, and we'll put monkeys in that fucking rocket ship until we find one that makes it work.
That's who we are.